A very good morning, one and all present over here. Welcomes you on AICTC CSVTU MOU Joint Teacher Training Program, Day 3. Today's speaker person is Dr. Neeraj Kumar Rathore, Associated Professor from IGNTU Amakantak, and today's topic is Python programming. Sir, please start your session.
Okay. Just
Okay,
wait a
sir.
second.
Yes, you should.
Good morning, all of you. Myself, Dr. Neeraj Rathore. I'm an Associate Professor of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, Amarkantak. Okay, today topic is the Python programming. We are discussing about the Python and various data types and various functions about the Python programming. How can we start the Python programming? How can we learn the program? How can we write the program in the Python? So everything will be discussed in this lecture. So firstly, for this, I will share my screen so that you can easily see the notes. Just a second, I just share my all the screens so that you can see. I hope it is visible to all of you. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So before we start the Python programming, we must know about the why the Python is necessary, what type of Python versions we have, and why what the need of the Python. So firstly, thing is that what we start we will what we discuss in this particular lecture. In this particular lecture, we just discuss how to install Python, where we can see, where we can find out different types of Python version on the websites, and in which environment we can run our Python program. For this, we will discuss different type of data types. In this data types, we have integer, float, boolean, string, and list are there. We will discuss how to create, how to take the data from this particular data type. How can we show this? Everything will be discussed in this particular lecture. Then we will discuss about the variables, expressions, statement, precedence of the different operators, whatever we have. How can comment the particular lines? How can we show the particular lines? How can we run all those modules, function? How can we make the functions? Use those functions in the different functions and structures. How can we directly use the particular inbuilt function or user-defined function in the programming? This all thing will be done in this particular lecture. Flow of the executions, parameters, and the arguments. See, this is generally high-level programming, as we know, and designed by the this particular Gunder Van Rossum in 1991. This is all about the general introduction, as we can left this particular thing. And whatever we have general two types of version nowadays. There's a Python 2 or 3. This is Python 3 is the recent one. Different before run the Python programming, we need to find out the interpreter. Actually, we can write the Python program on the general tools, but we need to run those program in by with the help of different interpreter. So we can find out the different interpreter online on the Geeks of View websites, ID1 and CodePad. So directly without the install, if you want to install the particular interpreter in your window, then you can directly go to the Python website and download it and then run your program. But if you don't want to run, then you can directly run your code on the those particular websites also. First, then we need to discuss about the this is the main thing is that how can you find out the difference between the scripting language and the programming language. Means the Python is the scripting language, and then other programming language like C, C++ are the programming language. So firstly, we need to compare both the languages, see what is the difference between them and why we are using those scripting language nowadays. Obviously, scripting language, we can script the data at the client side also, and this we script the language in client side and server, both the sides. The speed is little bit slow, but the execution speed is really slow. But what we need to do is a programming language that support scripts, program written on the special runtime environment, and then that is the automatically execute the task. And it is very easier, means the code is so easier to run and to understand, so that we can create the websites and all those things through with the help of the Python. That's why the reason Python is so much popular nowadays rather than other scripting language. It's programming language is a simple compile based language. The whole program run at a time at last, and then it will be executed little slower. And then obviously it is little bit tougher side rather than the scripting language. That's why we generally nowadays generally avoid those things. But it is in the C plus program, these are the programming languages, and we can help those languages to develop the various applications like websites, desktop and mobile application like this. And the Python is generally nowadays using for the web development kind of thing. Why we use the Python? The obviously Python has a many advantages. We have the because of those advantages we are using it. It supports the object oriented fundamentals, means whatever the concept what we have in the object oriented, like polymorphisms, operating overload, inheritability, inheritance, multiple inheritance. So all the concept whatever we have mostly supported by the Python languages. And it is indentation is one of the greatest feature of this particular Python programming. It is free, of course. It is open sources, so it is free. Powerful means we can dynamic typing, built-in typing, many libraries what we have, we can add those libraries. With the help of those libraries we can make the program, and we can make the website fancy. And it is easier one to easy to learn also. It is portable, it is easy to learn, interpreted language. It is a programming language and straightforward syntax we have. Whatever syntax we have in the C programming, we are using all those the same syntax in the Python, but little bit symbols are different, and then runtime environment are different, but mostly things are the same. We will discuss all those things here, so you can easily understand that what is the difference between C and this particular Python programming. Okay, so this is the simple installation. You can simply download the interpreter and then the script from these Python websites, and then you can run it, install it. It is very easy to installation, and no need for any panic. How can you install on it? We need some person to download it. You can do it at your own way and your own PC. Uh, this is the mainly you can see after the downloading this is the last page. You can see the working on the Python. How can we execute the Python? Actually, whatever we file, we will execute. Whatever the program we have written on the particular source file. Firstly, it will whenever we execute those files, it will convert it into white code. That is the for example, if we have a file m.py, then it will convert it into m.pyc, and then it will automatically run by the interpreter, and they convert it into j.m.py. This is the runtime environment. It is firstly converted into bytecode, and then the Python code. It will run it. Mostly two modes we are using in the Python environment: interactive and the script mode. So running in this any program in the interactive mode, how can we write the program in this particular script file, and what is the output we will get? So we'll start from the starting. Suppose this is the indentation. It will show in the Python whenever you install the Python in your PC, in your laptop. It this is shows, it means the Python is Python is installed successfully. Then you can write your program, and anything you can write on the particular environment. You can see you can see on this your desktop. So firstly, if we write anything on this Python script files, print.hello world, one of these is smallest program. In the C itself, we can write this. So in the C, we can include the file, all those things. But here, you can just write the hello, print hello world, and it will shows the hello world. Okay. If you are doing this input like this, x equal to 0, 1, 2 in the brackets, then it will, and then in the next line, if you output the value of the x, it will shows like the 0, 1, 2. The same whatever the data we have in the particular x, it will display like this. If we want to run 2 plus 3, it will shows the 5. It will automatically understand when we want to plus. No need for include all those 5. It is because it is automatically included, and it will run from, it will fetch the data from the particular libraries, and you will get the output from there. So it will directly gives the output. This is the one of the snapshot of the Python program. Means you directly write 2 plus 3, it will shows the 5. If you write the print hello world, it will show the hello world. Okay. If you write in the program,
Dr. Neeraj, can you speak loudly?
okay, okay.
Okay, because the voice is very slow.
Okay, I'm using headphones so that it will more clearer to the
Yes,
audience.
yes.
Now it's okay, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So before the start of the Python programming, we just know what are the data types we are using in the Python. So as I shown you the earlier, we are using the same data type in the whatever we are using in the C programming. Suppose if we will want to, first is the integer one. So integer, this is the whole number, positive or negative, without decimal, or unlimited length of the data come into the integer type. Suppose you want to write the print this number, then it will show like this. So simply you just need whatever you want to print, you just put it into the simple brackets. Same like this, if you are 20, then it will show the 20. So this is simple integer data type. So if you want to put anything in this, it will show the size of the data. This is the integer data type, it will show the size of the data. This is the binary data base choice.
Dr. Neeraj, can you also zoom the screen, if possible?
Is it okay?
Slide now. Okay, okay.
Just a second.
Now it's all right. It's all right.
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So first, what we are doing in the integer, if you print any integer value, it will print like this. If you print any value, means this is the binary, so it will put the size of this is the value. This is the binary data, so it will show the 2. If this is the hexadecimal data, it will show the 23. If you directly put the data 20, it will give the output as a 20. So like that, whatever the data you are putting in the print, it will shows like that. So let's suppose we are assigned the value of the particular variable. In the variable, if you in the C, we have a, we just firstly we need to create a value variable, and then we assign the value of the particular variable. But here you can just directly put the value equal to 10, and if you want to print the value of a, it will show directly show on the result, the whatever the data we have in the particular variable a, it will show like this, a equal to 10. Now, this is the simple programming type functions we have. What type of data we have? If you want to know, we have some data and we want to know which type of data we have. This is like integer or float. So just you use the type functions. In the type, you just put the data. It will show the, it will belongs to the class integer. If this is the floating data, if you then you just put the value of the particular, you just put the value in the type function. It will show the class is the float, like this. Floating is the number. If you want to type y, it will show the simple value. But if you show the print type y, then it will show the class float. Simply variable, it will show the value whatever the variable have. But if you want to know the class of the particular variable, then it will show the float. You have to write type y. Okay, this is a simple data type. Simply, the many examples we have, if the value of x, y, z, we have a different values in the x, y, z, and you want to know what are the type of the x or y or z data, it will show the it is the floating type data, whatever we have in this variable x, y, z respectively. It will show the floating type data. Next one is the Boolean data type. In the Boolean data type, you all know Boolean data type gives the result only the yes or no. It has a two value only, true or false. So if you want to know the true, the type of the true, what is the class of this particular type true, then it will show the result is the class true. So this is the basic function of the Python programming. Means if you want to start the Python, to you should know all those things. What type of data we are using, what type of functions we are using, how can we get the output of those things. So this is the simple one. Firstly, you need to know how to know the types of the data. So this is the Boolean type data. Next one is the string type. If you want to find out the particular data is a string or not, then how can you do it? So simple. As we all know, the string is a continuous set of the character. So that is called a string. We can use in the either single quotes or in the double quotes. So simple. If you write the print the string, it will give the output MICT college. Whatever the string is written on the print end, it is written like that. But if you written in the value, numerical value, we need no need for the any codes. Means either you are no need for using any single or double quotes in this particular print. But if you are using a string, you need to put the either single or double quotes. If you want to find out the what is the type of this particular strings, then it will show the type MRCT college, then it will show the it is a string type function. Now Python programming, it will show the single strings. If you are print this here, you are showing in the double quotes. Here you can print the single quotes. The output will be the same. If you are typing double quotes without putting any values, it will show like that only. Without this string, it will show like that. And now we can do different type of experiment with the in the string data types. Whatever you are doing, if you are putting the quotes within the bracket, it will shows like that. So whatever in the quotes you write in the print, it will shows like that only. One more function you are using in this particular string is the backslash. If you the backslash is also using, if you put is anything then in the print or before the quotes, it will print like this. It will not show the backslash. It will show the double quotes or the single quotes, whatever we have in the print statement. This is also using, if you are using this type of print statement, a print quotes a slash and then dots b, then it will show the simple output a dot 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 b. Means it will not show anything. Means if the data is whatever data is you are written in the print in the second line, it will show, it will merge it and put it as an output a dot dot b. This one. So this is the simple one. We have some different more syntax also. Slash n also means if you want to print a slash and b, means the output will be in the different lines. This first in the first line will show a and the second line will show the b. This is the slash n parameter, slash n syntax. We are also using this syntax in the our C also. So both are the same. Only the simple and the presentation and the uses are the different in the Python and C. So if you know about this C, how can we use this C, and you are using C in the colleges, and then it is very easy to use the Python, and you can easily develop the website with the help of the Python. That's why we are nowadays everybody is moving on the simplest one. So this is the main use of the different type of syntax what we are using in the different data types. So this is the working. What if you are using slash and code slash double quotes and slash new line double quotes? What is the use? We can use the letters. Another syntax is slash tab. Obviously, the slash tab is means there is some tab space in between the A and B. Whatever the input we have in the printed functions, it will shows with the tab space. Now we will move into this data structure. Whatever user list, whatever we have a list data structure, we are using this list in the Python. How can we insert the data and how can we fetch the data from the list from the for the programming purpose. The list is a general purpose most widely used in the data structure. It's a collection of order and changeable. It allows the duplicate members, okay, draw and shrink as needed, sequence, type, and sortable. To use the list, you must declare it first. Do is using the square bracket. We have to use the square bracket for the list and then separate by the commas. We can consider and create lists in many ways. So this is the we have a few example. How can you create the list in this particular Python? So this is one of the example here. Here we have a list one in which we have a numeric data and alphanumeric data. We have 1 2 3 AB, and we will create another list in the particular list also. So if you want to print list one from here, it will shows like that. Uh, so one thing we need to remember in this particular list is that everything should be in the everything should be in the square bracket, and it was separated by the commas. So here we are showing the list in the x variable, but we are nothing given as an argument. We are just putting we are left blank. So when we are taking output of the x, it will shows the simple blank data with the square bracket. Suppose we have a tuple with list of the we have create a variable in which we put a data 1 2 3 4. If we want to convert this particular data in the list, then what we are doing, we just simply put and convert those all those tuple whatever we have, and then simply x, if you want to print, it will show the result in this particular list. Next one is the variables. Variables, you all know what is the variables. The variables, the rules are the same whatever we have in C programming. Obviously it will restore some memory, it will reserve some memory, and in this particular memory we can put the data in it and it will store this value. In this particular, based on the data type variable, interpreted allocates the memory and decide what can be stored in the reserved memory. Therefore it assigns the different data types of the variable. It is, you can store whatever the data you have, you can store in the variable. Either you are storing the integer one, floating one, and a string also you can use. So we can use all this data in the particular variables. Simply rules we have, it must be start with the letter or underscore characters. Variable cannot start with the numbers. It only contains the alphanumeric characters. Underscores also. It is a case sensitive, so we need to remember those things while declaring the variable in the programming. So sometimes when we'll do the output, it will show some error due to the case sensitive part. So assigning the value in the variable, the simple equal signs we have with the help of the equal size, we can assign the any values in the particular variables. It has some memory. If let's suppose we assign we declare the value at variable x. If I want to assign any value on the x, we can just write down x equal to 10. It means the 10 value will be assigned to the particular variable, that is x. Okay, so in the operand will be the left side, equal operator is the name of the variable, and the operand to the right side.
operator with the value stored in the variable. So whatever the operand we have, we will just put it in the right side, and operator and the left side is the operand. This is simple for the simple example. The ABC, ABC is the simple variables we have, and this is the value we assign to the variables. If we want to print those value, we just simply write print ABC, and it will show the result of the stored value in the variables. This is a simple one. If you want to know the what type of the data we have in the particular variable ABC, so you just type here the type A. So it will show the result as a type of the particular value, whatever the value we stored in the particular A, B, or C. It will show the integer, floating, or string type value. So that's that thing you can do also in this particular part. As multiple assignment also you can done, means if the single value you can assign into multiple variable, then you can just write down all those things in the single line, like ABC equal to 1 means the value will be assigned to all the variable is the same. Multiple assignment is also possible in the same memory locations. And one more thing is, if you have a different value on this ABC, then you can do it like this only. Means if you assign the value of ABC is 1, 2, and then you assign the string value in the C, so you can assign like this. Means two integer object value in the A or B, and the one string object you can insert, you can assign to the variable C. So when and then output will be shown like this only. If you are printed 1 1 2 3 ABC, then it will show the value as whatever you in this sequence, whatever sequence you are taking, it will shows like that only. So the output of this statement variable, you know, how can you we will get the output? Simply print statement as a whatever we see earlier in the print statement. You just put the values of the put the variable in as an argument, and you will get the output. One more thing in that Python programming is that you no need to assign, no need to declare the variables with a particular type. Means, in the C languages we have to assign the all the variables firstly before starting the program. Before starting it, we need to declare it in integer type or float type, or the whatever the type variable we want. We just declare it. But here we no need to declare it, so that you can change the value of a particular variable during the runtime also. This is the one of the great feature in it. So we don't need to declare it. And firstly, if you assign the value any integer value, you may change it later on if you want. You don't want to waste the memory of the web from the different type of variable, then you can use it uh, same variable in the different way. Okay. So this is a simple one. As I told you, you just take the value and you will get the output. One of the another thing you can do if you want to merge the variables, you can use the plus sign. So whenever you use the print is Python is, this is a simple argument. It will show like same as whatever we are given in the print, because it is in double quote. Plus x means the whatever value we have in the x variable, it will shows like that. It will be append here. So the output will be like this. The sorry, the Python is awesome. This is the output. Means if you want to merge the two or three values, or if you want to merge the variables value, then you can use this one, combine the values. So another example we have, if we have two variables and both the strings given in the x and y, if you can merge all those things, all the value of the combine the value of the variable x and y, and then we are using the z equal to x plus y, and the print z, means z will show the combined value of variable x and a variable y. A variable x contains the Python is, and y is containing awesome. The output is this Python is awesome. So we can do all those things expression with the values and different operators. Okay, this with the help of expressions also you can do the, we have some expression, if you have any expression, you just take the value of the particular variable, and you can take this value in the another variable, and if you want to print it, it will show like this. Means firstly we are taking the variable y in which we have x equal to 17. Now we are taking the value of x, then we assign the value x plus 20 to z. The final value of z, it will taking the x value from here to here, and then it will show the result 30. This is a simple programming whatever we have. This is also a simple one. This will show the result whatever the output of this particular value of c, x plus y, x or y value will be add in this 30. Simple y, we are showing the result of the y is 20. This simple thing. Okay, now now we are moving to the next part. The Python is also defined the expression only contains the identifier literals and the operators. So identifiers are used to define the class, functions, and different type of modules. Object is an identifier. Literals is they are the language dependent terms of Python, should independently in any programming language, and they are the strings literals, byte literals, and integer literals. We'll discuss all those literals in the later part of this lecture. And operators we are using as a token. So these are the different operators we are using. You all know about all those things. This add is sign, subtract. This is a sign we are symbol we are using in the Python programming. If you use reminder, then we have to use a modular. So left shift, right shift, and or less than, greater than, equal to, lesser than, equal to, greater than, equal to, equality check, not equal. These are the symbol we are using. The using in the Python programming. It's the simple one. No need to explain in anything. The conditional expression what we have, if you want to check the conditional expressions, the value of is true or false, then the value of x within double quotes, if is true as true, so what is the if we will put x, then it will show the result x1. The statement instruction Python can execute. We have normally two basic statement: the assignment statement and the print statement. Some other kind of statement, there are if statement, while statement, for statement. These are the flows. So we have another type of statements apart from this one, that is called a flow. Uh, we have some examples also. Assignment statement example: x equal to 10, college equal to MRCT. If you are to print the statement in something which you need to input, so you can display like the print MRCT college. So the output is the print MRCT college. This is a simple one. Assignment operators we have. Preceding operators we have, if there is a statement like x equal to 7 plus 3 multiplied 2. So as a precedence, it will calculate first, then it will add up with the 7, and it will show the output like this. It will shows the output. Means 6 plus 7 will be 13 will be the output. The value will be assigned. If you want to print the value of x, it will be shown as 30 or 20. It means they automatically, according to precedence, they will check the data and then it will show the output. Same like this. If you're giving the expression like this, it will calculate as per the expression given, first 10 plus 10, and then it will multiply by 2. So it will show the output 40 as per the result. And then different examples we have. So initially we assign some value to the different type of variables a, b, c, d, e, and then we need to calculate some expression equal to a plus c. So according to precedence, it will check all the values, whatever values we are given the different assignment, and gives the output. We can do all those things easily. We no need to do much more, take much more pain of from it, because they are as per the precedence. It will calculate all those things and gives the output. This is the output. Whatever we have, we are getting from this particular expressions. Now we move into the next part, that is the comment. and the in the C programming language also have those type of features in like the comment the line if you want to write anything on in the programming, if you want to remember, or if you want to tell any person, if you want to update other person want to update in the programming, then we need to write comments on each and every line, because this is a good programming skill in the companies, more in all the companies. Whatever program you are making, if you are the part of the particular company, if you are making any program, you need to write the comment on each and every line, so that if any other person will update and you want to understand your program, then it will work easily, it will work easily. So single line comment and double line comment, multi-line comment, it will be there using the hash function. If you want to comment on the single line, you can use the hash function. It is simply single line comments. In the multi-line comments, you can use the codes. With the help of the codes, you multiple lines, you can make it comment in the Python programming like this. And the simple programming a plus b, it will show the a plus b value a or b assigned to the variable ab, or it is output the c. Here this command is given: print the value of ab using the new variable, print the value of ab using the double line comment or single line comment. Hash is also using for the single line comments. Now next part is the module. So a module, whatever it is defined the Python programming type, is contain the different type of functions, classes, or variables, or what will it say? It will save the extension. Means whatever the functions we have, we just fetches from this particular module. So we have some modules we have, some runnable module we have, so we can use those modules in our Python programming. So no need to extend the programming. Means directly whatever the data, whatever the modules we have, we directly use those modules in our programming. So what is the use of this particular? It is obviously whenever we use the program, those module, it is flexible, okay, and we can organize the code in a logical way also, okay, and then we use those functionality from one module to another module. So we can import those things, impose those type of modules like import and then angle bracket module name. Whatever the module we have, we are using in the module in the particular programming, we can import those module like this only. And the module they have their own function, and then if you want to access this module, we can access dot with the help of dot, we can use the access those functionality of this particular module. Okay, so this is the few examples of this particular model. Let's suppose the import.sys, and then what we want to know, we need to know this version of the particular system. So we just print the system version. It will show the whatever the version we have, whatever the Python version we have, so it will show the system version. What any other information if you want to write the system dot version underscore information, to whatever the system version information do you system have, it will show like that, major 3 or whatever the information they have, they will show like here. If you want to show the calendar, then the calendar dot month 2021 file, fifth month calendar of 2021, it will show like this. So we have to write is like the calendar dot month, and then year, and the argument, but whatever we want to pass, it is the year and the month. So it will show the full calendar of the particular month. If you want to know that the particular year is a leap year or not, then it will show the result in the true false. Obviously it's a boolean one, though either it will show yes or no. So if you want to know the anything about the year and then month, then it will show like this. It will give the result accordingly. The next part is the function. This is the function is what in this particular function, that is whatever the function we have, actually the function give the specific task. Whatever what we are doing in the particular programming, it will give the specific task. Means you make either you want to sum up particular thing, if you want to minus subtract a particular thing, you want to find out the values of it, so we can use those function, and this may be user defined one and the system defined one. So you can use those function directly in your programming, so it will be easier. It firstly it will shorten the programming length because you are using the already user defined or system defined function, so it will shorten the programming length, as well as it is flexible also. You need easily understand the what the program is going, how the program flow is going on, and whatever the output we will get from the particular program. So so obviously it is manageable also, and then it's avoids the repetitions and make code reusable. We can reusability kind of thing is there with the help of the functions. So some built-in functions we have in the Python programming, that are the built-in functions we have: absolute, all, ask a value, boolean value. So these are the built-in functions. With the help of those functions, then you can find out the value, and you can directly use these functions, and then you will get the output. This for example, we have integer minus 20. We'll write print absolute value of minus 20 is the abs integer. This is the absolute value of the integer that will show the result. Absolute value of minus 20 is 20. Okay, so this is the some built-in functions we have. So with the help of those, directly we use the absolute value with this abs function. Abs, in the argument you can pass the any value variables or the value, whatever, it will give the result. Second one is the user defined functions. This is this user defined function which we have to define by own functions, so that sometime whatever we need something something in the program again and again. So we need to make this one on few functions, so that we can use those function again and again directly. No need to write the 10 to 12 lines of program again and again. Rather than those programs, we can use write the functions, and it will use easily in the Python. Suppose whatever for the example we are define one functions here, add numbers. In this we have to pass two arguments, x or y, and when we sum up all those argument, then it will return sum. So whenever you need to add any number, no need to write the sum equal to x plus y and return sum and then pass the value. You just use the add numbers and then pass the arguments. So whatever number you want to add, you just pass. You can make it and numbers of argument. Here two is given, you can make it 4 5 as per your compatibility. You can use a number of argument and directly use those functions in any program. The add number 520, it will give the sum 25. This is the user defined function. When what and the functions are the same whatever we have done in this C programming. Just the symbols are a little bit different, and the presentation is a little bit different. But otherwise, the technique and the features, whatever we have, well, switches, whatever they have, is the same. So flow of execution, the order in which statement are executed is called a flow of execution. As you all know, execution begin at the first element of the program. Statement are executed one at a time in order from the top to bottom. Function definition, not to alter the flow of execution of the program, but remember the statement inside the function are not executed until the function is called. So this thing we need to remember is that whatever the function we are using, it will not alter the flow of program, and the statement what we passed inside the particular function, that will be called, that will be run whenever you call this particular function. Otherwise, it will not. Functional code are like a bypass in the flow of the execution. Instead of going to the next statement, the flow jump of the first line and the of the call function, execute all the statement there, and then come back to pick up from where it left off. So whenever during the flow of the execution, during the flow of execution of particular program, if there is some function, so that there, so that at that particular point on the when you are calling the functions, it will directly move where it is defined. and then it will execute the particular flow or whatever the statement is given on the particular function. It will run all those functions, it will give the output, and then again your flow will come to the particular function from where it was started, and then move on. This is the simple functioning we will check some this function in this from the following examples. This is not when you read the program, don't read from the top to bottom. Instead, follow the flow of the execution. It means you need to. It means that you will read the defined statement as you are scanning from the top to bottom, but you should skip the statement of the function definition until you reach the point where it is called. Simple this flow of the execution we can say from this particular program. See, in this program, what we are doing here was firstly we are to print welcome, and then for statement is there. X is uses value started from the 1 to 3. This is range 3. Print the value, and then print the good morning college. So whatever the output what output we will get from here, first it is simply print the welcome because the first line of the program is like that. Then the for loop is there, and it will go move up to range of 3, means the range starting from the 0 1 2. So it will print the value 0, then it will increment. It is the simple algorithm. So here nothing is written like x equal to 0, x less than equal to 3, and then x plus plus like this. Simply range is given 3, so up to third range it will run, and it will print the state value of the x. The first value is if the value of the starting value is 0, it will run from 0 1 2. If the starting value is 1, then it will run from 1 to 3. But range is 3, so it will print the value 0 1 2, and then after this the loop will be executed. The value will be increased by 1, and then it will be not satisfying this particular statement. Then it will come out from the here, and then it will print the good morning college. So all the value will be printed through this particular function. So the how can it flow like this? So we have to check this is the, if we put the counting, this is the first one, this is second one, this is third one, this is fourth statement. We have a four statement we have to. So first is going on, simply it will run first, then second, then third, then again it will move into the second one, then third one, till the condition is not satisfied. So first, second, third, second, third, second, third, second, third, second. When the condition drop, it will move to the fourth one. So this is simply for the execution of the program. This is also execution. They counted this line is first, so then it is a total 5 line of instruction. If it counted the first, then it will 4 lines. So as per your suitability, you can do. So this is the simple one. We executed this program on the script, and then it will give the output like this. Again in the next program, we are defined one more function, that is hello. We define hello function, and in the particular hello function we have some two print statement, good morning and MRCT, two statement there, and then the regularly flow programming flow is going on, print hi, print hello, then function call is hello, and print done. So this is the simple flow of the program. But how can we run those program? So simply it will because without calling this function will not run. Hello will not run if it is not called anywhere in the programming. So it will start from here. It will print hi, hello. Then hello will call, hello function will call. Then the do to statement will come, and it will print the good morning MICT. And then after the execution of the particular program, the again we will move from on the seventh line, and then at last the print done. So this thing has been executed like this. Hi, hello. Hi, hello is like this one and this one. and then good morning MSCT, the good morning MSCT, because there is a function call. So it will move from here to here, it will execute here and run directly move from here to here. And then print done is there. This is the flow of execution. This is the number of lines you can do like this. Execution line is here. You can the parameters and the arguments. Parameters. Uh, this is the parameter. Whatever the parameter we have to pass in the whenever we define the functions. This is the arguments. The function call, whenever you call the function, you need to give the argument. Based on the argument, we will execute our program. This is firstly we have defined two arguments, defined add AB and return A plus B. So, in the programming, we result add 1230 means this add function will call from here. Two argument we pass here 12 or 13. 12 will pass 12 plus 13. It will return the output 25 and we will print the 25. Argument will be any in the user defined function. You may update the arguments, means you may increase or decrease the argument a b c d, whatever the argument you want, you can put it and you can call the functions here. So it will easily going and execute the function and give the result. This but thing is that the argument will be the same whatever you define in the function here and whatever calling argument and the function argument, it should be same, otherwise it will show some error. So basically we have three function arguments. Python in Python we have three function arguments: default arguments, keywords arguments, and the variable length arguments. So three types of arguments we are using in this particular Python. So the function name is there. Simple. If you define the function name, the statement is going. Function name is calling. Then function name is calling. Then all the statement will run. Whatever the statement in this particular function, it will show in this particular function name. These are the few components. Keywords. Def indicates the start of the function header. Means we have to define any function with the help of this def keywords. Okay? It should be uniquely defined, means we can't take any name whatever taken by the system, and what is general keywords. You have to take the different name so that it will be easily identified between the existing and the new function type. So function naming follows the same rules. So writing the identifying the Python parameter we need to pass out in the within the argument, and it may vary, means according to you it may vary, or you it's up to you whenever you want to pass, or means you want to pass or not, it's up to you also. Colon mark shows the end of the function headers, means if you put the colon at the end of the defined function, means the functions run up to this particular point, otherwise their value is going more. Optional document string doc string to describe what the function does. One or more valid Python statement to make the function body. Statement must have to the same identical level. And optional return statement return the value from the function. Return. So simple. We will define the hello words. The hello when we call the hello words, so whatever the statement we have, we will put in the we will give the output whatever is given in the HF function. Simple function calling function we have the hello word. See in the here in this particular example we have the defined hello function, we hf function we are defined here, and we'll put print hw print kg some data in this particular print, and we'll call it. So what will be the output we have in this particular hf function? So when we run firstly hf, it will run the two print function hw kg kft c6, and we calling it three times, so it will run it one, two, and three times. So whenever you in according to your countability means if you're calling it particular functions three times, four times, it will do the output like this only. See, in this particular example, add c plus 5 print c at 5 plus 4, so it will give the results. The 5 or 4 is the argument we are passing from the add, we are calling from here, and it will show, it will move into a particular defined function, and then 5 4 comes here, it will calculate the results equal to x plus 5 and then give the result print c. C is the summation of the two argument whatever here, it is 9 like this. This is a different one. Since we want to print the result, so we just add the function, we will call the argument c value 5 or 4, so it will check, it will sum the value of 4 or 5. The result will come on the variable c, return c, and we will print this c also, it will come 9 1. This is the simple functions whatever we have. This asterisk sum function is add some sub function is there. In this particular functions we have two lines of statement, c equal to x plus y, d equal to x minus y, and return c or d, two arguments here. So 10 or 5 we are passing from this particular function. It will calculate from this two line of statement. C will give x plus y, c will give the output 15, and d will give x minus 5, it will give the 5. It will be like this only. This the all the functions are like this only. One more thing is that if you want to calling any particular function and then at last use the dot upper value function, means the whatever the output you are getting from this particular function, the output will be in the uppercase. So this small thing you can do in this particular functions, means you do dot uppers, dot lowers, whatever the syntax we are using in this, and you will get the output accordingly. Next is hello functions is there. If you pass the here whatever we directly pass the value, string value, so that the output whatever they are calling the hello wish format, but the output will be like mrct, because we are already passing the argument in the print functions, it will not change. If you are merged the particular thing, we already discussed this thing. Plus thing means if you are the combined this string whatever we have, those it is just combined all those string. Hello, the name of the name we are taking from here, because it is a wish function, and in the wish function we are passing the argument mict good morning. So we append here this particular string in this here. So hello name, hello, good morning, this thing will adding here. So this is the append we are doing. We are This is the combine this string we are doing through the function calling. Okay, this is the simple one argument or two arguments. This thing we can do. Now we can see the different thing. We can move into next part, keyword argument. Keyword argument is a simple one. You can also see this thing. If suppose in the particular function we have some a, b, or c, whatever the value you are giving a, b, it will shows like it will print like this only. If you are print a, b, c, so it will print like a equal to this is a function, simply functional definition, and we are calling here only. So you can see in this definition we are defining the three arguments a, b, and c, but we are calling the two arguments from here. So whatever the result it will be, means if you are defining two arguments, means the value of the first two two argument of the defined function will be updated, but the third value of the particular argument, whatever the defined in it, it will become as whatever it was earlier. Means the function 3 or 7 is there, with 3 the value of a will be updated 3, and b value will change from 5 to 7, because we are, but and we are not giving any value, so by default the c value is 10, so it will show the output 3 3 7 and 10. But here in the second function you can see we are passing again two argument 25 and c equal to 24. Means what it means 25 we will change the value of a. Means it will by default we are taking the value will assign to the first argument in the function. So a value will be 25, the value of a is 25, and then c value will, we update the value of c, but updating the value of b. So by b value we will update the it will show on the same as it is. Just a second, just a second. Okay, so this is the simple one. uh, next is a c equal to 50 and a equal to 100. C equal to 50 and a equal to 100 means we what we need to do, we need to update the value of c and n, but the b value will not change, so it will same whatever the by default value in defined in the particular function, it will shows like the same. The value of the c is changed 50 here, from here a equal to 100 will change, but b is 5. It is by default value what we assigned while the function declaration. This is a simple thing. So it will go in the sequence manner. If you give the argument, two argument, that a value, first value is assigned to the first declared value, second value is assigned to the second argument. If you are not assigned third value, then by default it will take the same. And if you specifically assign the value, if you have specifically changed the particular value, then you have to write like this only, c equal to 50 or a equal to 100 like this. So it will change accordingly. Okay, this is the simple descriptions. Whatever we told you, we have to call it the function. Okay. Now, in this particular part, we defined the print name 1 and name 1 and name 2, and then print the name 1 plus and name 2 is there. So whenever we call the particular function, calling function from here, name 1, print print name 2 a and name 1 b. So the argument will pass from here to this particular defined function. Name to value will be a, here a b. Means so by default the argument will be function will be the print name b comma a, and then we will assign the value from here to here. Means a and b are friends. Yeah, the value of name a is b, so b and the name of 2 is a. So b and a are the friends. This is like this. So when you are calling, firstly we are from here, we are calling the function print name, the value passed from here to here, then we will print this particular statement. Default value, whatever the default value how it will shows like as it is. It will by the this is the simple default value, a name u. Means if you are not put change any value, it will shows u only. So here define the function hello, print hello good morning. Means we will pass the value hello good morning from here, and name value will not change to hello good morning comma you will come here like as it is, because we are not changing the value of second argument in the particular hello function, so it will shows like that hello. Here what we are doing, we are changing the value of name Nirosha. So the output will be the good morning, the wish from the here good morning Nirosha, because we are changing the value u to Nirosha. The output will be good morning Nirosha. The thing is that the whatever the argument we are given using the function definition, if you want to it is by default values, but if you want to change in the particular program, you will change it and you will use it accordingly. Otherwise the by default value will use as a given as a output. Okay, so we'll move. This is simple calling you can do at your own way. Now we move to the variable length argument. So sometimes we have the variable names also, means the few fixed lengths also, variable lengths also. So how can we move work on this particular variable length argument? We will see in this particular example. Let's suppose we'll define the one function which star names. Okay, and then this is the comment we are showing. As I told you, if you have the multiple line comment, you can put it like the three double quotes or three single quotes, then it will be a comment like this. So this function greets all the person in the name tuple. Single line comment, name is the tuple with the argument. For name in names, print hello and name. See, so whatever and then we are calling this particular function wish mrct csc sir madam. So in this particular function variable and function calling, whenever we call this particular function, it will gives the output the uh, print hello, it is a common, and names. Name, whatever the name you're calling from here, it will show here. Star names means whatever the name you have in the particular functions, it will shown you one by one. Means star names means firstly it will print hello. It is a simple by default argument or by default value. And name, first name is mrct, so it will print like hello mrct. Next one, because star is here, this is a variable length, so all the strings whatever they available in the particular wish function, it will come after the hello name one by one. So it will shows the hello name, hello mrct, hello csc, hello sir, hello madam, like this. So it will shows like this. And again here we have the pi values and define the area of circle. This is the one of the functions of r argument. This is the one of the statement. R is given the circle. Print area of the r. So print area of circle r means we are moving directly move from this particular part. R values then okay. Firstly, we have to run here the input value. We are taking the input value from here. Then what is the radius of the circle, and then according to radius of circle we have to calculate the area of the circle r. This is the function what we have defined here. So here the value of r will be passed, whatever the value we get, it will calculate the pi r. It will calculate here and return it from to this particular function, and then it will move from here to here. Then so directly we can write the area which is calculated from the here. Again you have to calculate the value. The different type of argument is here. Total a plus b, a value of a or b we are giving from here. We input the value from a and b, and we are calculating all those variables, total difference, production, dividation, modulation. We are calculating on the base of the given value of a or b. So from whenever the function will call, these are the variable. All are the calculate the value of a or b. Value of a or b is given from here 5 or 6. So whenever the we are given value, calculate the a or b. This is a function calling. It will comes here. It will calculate total equal to, if 3 or 2 is 5, is 3 or minus 2 is equal to 1. So the value will come out from here. It's return the value. and then we directly move out from here to here, and it will shows the what is the output. Whatever the output we have, we directly come to the print statement and print all the values we are getting from the above functions. So firstly we enter the value, and then sub we are getting s value 11, s value 11, difference, because this total comes to the s, difference come to d, production come to p, and division come to q, and modulus come to m. This is sequential one. So return state, whatever the value we are returning from this particular function, it will same come into the those variables, and we are printing those variables in this like this as dm. So here sequence is better. Here this return sequence. If you can change the sequence, then the output will be the differ. So we will change the we will change the all values whatever we are getting from this particular function. Again, in the next example, you can see this is a simple definitions. Definite we will define the biggest one of the function. It consists two variables a or two arguments a or b, and we are checking here what argument is bigger, greater one. So if A is greater than return A is otherwise else it is return B. Here we are taking the value we are from the command line operator or command line, we are taking the value of A or B. Then here we are calling the function big equal to biggest AB. This function moves from here to here. AB value, whatever value we are taking value 5 or minus 2, 5 or minus 2 or 2, minus 2, 5. Or if a is greater than, then return a, means the value of a is 5, so it will return a, it will come here. So the output will be big picture equal to 5, big picture equal to, oh, sorry, big number equal to 5. So output will be big number equal to 5. So this is a simple argument, pass argument. Here the another program in which we have to find the largest number among three. The same thing we can do. We can just pass the three argument. Then the function call is there. All the program will be executed, and whatever the biggest number is, it will be returned here, and we will and the output we will get big number equal to this. Whatever the bigger number is, 7 is there, so the big number equal to 7. This is a simple program. So all the C program is work like that. All the whatever C program we have, we can use those C program in the Python also, and again we can with the help of those function calling, we can use it, and we will get the output here. This is all the program. If you are using the while statement on other statement in the function, you can use it, and you can call the function, and you executed the executed all the statement in the while function, and you will get the output accordingly. In this particular program, we will count the value from 0 to 10. So it will calculate all the values. CSV, MRCT, CSV power count value will change every time till the 10 lesser than 10. So 0, 1, 2, 9, 9, it will run at the 9 time. Now next part is the flow of the particular program. How can we what type of control flow is there, what type of rules we are using. So it is same like as in the C, we have using the different if statement, if else statement, chaining statement. We are using the while statement, do, while, break, continue. So we are using all those things here in this Python programming. And how can it work? It will work like I will just show you all those things little bit faster in the faster way, because we have less time. So I just show you all those things, so that whenever you will start programming, it will easy for you to understand all those things. Say simple in the boolean value, if you want to check anything in the boolean operators, you just compare it with the double equal. It is yes, you will give the output yes, otherwise it will give the fast. You want to know the particular type of the particular argument or anything, so you just put the type, it will show the class of the particular argument or particular value. Greater than is if you are using x greater than y, it will show the x is greater than y, otherwise x is greater than equal to y, x is lesser than equal to y is greater than x. This is a simple one. Simply if statement, we all know about the if statement. If anything is correct, then we'll move further. Otherwise, we will directly move into the else part. That is same like this, and we will do in this particular example also. Here we'll check all those conditions. All the conditions here, a is greater than 2. If is yes, then output will be a is greater than, print done. A is greater than. Otherwise, if a is minus 1 is lesser than, then print a is 1 or finish. The simple thing we are doing here. So this is the simple one. You can do it. If else also working like this, if condition is true, is working, move into this part. Otherwise, we move to the else part. So Python is also working the same. Nothing changes in it. Just the simple presentation way is little bit different. Otherwise, all the you can say the concept behind the any programming language is the same. This is also the if else. If it is value is correct, then show the result. Otherwise, this will be the result. If else is condition, if there are number of if else conditions is there, then we can use the if else if use. We are using this. We all know about this. How can we this flow chart will run if false, then we condition else if condition will change. If false, then we'll go out. Otherwise, we'll move in the else if body. This is simple flow of the program. Uh, let's suppose we have a three argument. We are taking the three value ABC. We are taking the value ABC from the command line operator, and we'll check which is the greater one. We with the help of else if a is greater, we are printing a is greater. If b is greater, we are printing b is greater. Otherwise, obviously by default c is greater. This is the simple programming one. Okay, we'll do like this. So iteration also, we have some while loop, for loop, and nested for loop. We have in the Python iterations. In the while statement, everybody says first we have to check the condition, whatever the written in the while statement. If the condition is true, then we will execute all the statement with what is the written in the while statement. Otherwise, we will move out. So while the one of the important question will arise every time we are checking the while statement. Uh, at least once we need to check the while statement before moving out. This is simple programming. I value is 1. We are checking this value is condition satisfied, then move in and gives the output. Otherwise, we are just going out. So as per the condition, we are checking it. It is running the 6 times. The output will show like this. This is the nested while loop is there. In the nested while loop condition, firstly we have to check the condition of the inside from here. The value of I is lesser than equal to 3. Then it will print MICTs and equal to then we'll check the value of j. J is lesser than equal to 1. Then it will print CAC department, and so the output will be MRCT CAC department. It will work. Then print the MRCT CAC department. Then the value of J and I will be incremented. When the J value is incremented, it will not run. Means for the first time, for the value of 1, it will run only the one time. For the value of 2, this loop value of 2, it will run 2 times. For the value of 3, it will run 3 times. This will run like that only. So this is simple programming we have. We can do all the programming we have. If you want notes, then you can read it out. All these simple examples we have, and you can run at your own way. For loop is there. So simple for loop is also the same thing. We have the number sequence, and the whenever the till the condition the for loop is going on, we just print the value. Here the list is given, list of numbers is given, sequence equal to 0. The value in the numbers, whatever the value we have, we just put the sequence value into variable, and we will multiply the value from the list. 1 is 1 equal to 1, 1 2 is 2 equal to 4, 4 is 4 equal to 16. It will give the output same like it is in the for loop. This is the flow chart of the for loop. Again, one of the example of the for loop is there. The list is given. I value of I equal to setting for the list. So from the college I, the value of I is 1. Is the item I is m, because the item value is also starting from the year 1. Increment the value. I value will be 2, and the value or I list it will show the second item. 2 is R, 3 is C, 8 is T. Like this, we are moving from this for loop. String, we are also doing all those operation in the string also. Whatever the string we declare here in the particular variable college MRCT, and we want to print the value in the name. So we just for loop we are using using for loop. First it will show the M, then R, then C, then CT. This from starting to start 0 to till the end we are running we are printing all the string character one by one. Nested for loop are there, 2 for loops there, and we are using we are getting the output like this. Break statement is there. Whenever the break statement will come, we just move out from the particular part of the program and then end of the program, and then continues that we just move out on the particular location and then continue from the next statement. This is the basic difference between break and the continue we are using. So this is all about from my side from the general programming languages, general Python programming languages. General means if you are new in this particular area and you want to start the Python programming, so this is the way how to you start, how to in which in this particular lecture we discuss about how to install different Python programming, different environment of the interpreter, how can you write, how can you define the data and different data types, and how can you define the function at all. So once you are doing all those things at your home, then you will get some confidence and you will make some more program, more tougher program in the Python programming. So this is all about from my side. If you want to ask anything, you may ask. Sir, up to you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Neeraj Rathore, sir. Thank you for your wonderful session. Dear participant, I want to inform you that the feedback and the quiz link is active now. Please give your feedback and join the quiz. Sir, can you please share your PPT with us?
Ma'am, please repeat, pardon.
Sir, can you please share your PPT with us?
Okay, definitely. I will share. I will,
Okay,
I,
thank
I
you so
will,
much.
I will send to the sir.
Okay, sir, fine. Participant, do you have any query or question regarding the session? You can ask. Anybody is having any doubt or queries? No queries and no doubt. Yes, please.
Good morning, Dr. Neeraj sir. Good morning, Neeraj sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, I have a question that
Yeah.
lot many companies are preferred Python in today's technology, and everyone built the third-party APIs in Python for machine learning and deep learning.
Sir, your
Why it is
voice
so
is
much
sir,
popular?
your voice is not so clear.
Okay. Okay.
Please repeat, sir.
Ah. So why Python is so much preferred over other languages, and the companies and the third-party APIs are built in Python for machine learning and deep learning. And in as compared to the Java language, uh, there is a little bit of third-party APIs available for deep learning and machine learning. Why Python is so much preferred nowadays?
Uh, your voice, your question is not clear. But what I understand, you are asking ki why instead of Python, many other companies are using third-party software. You are asking those questions. Why other companies are using third-party software instead of Python? This is your question, sir. Sir, sir, is this your question? Why third party is
Sir,
using a third?
I have sent in chat box.
Okay, okay. You may send all those questions whatever you are in my WhatsApp also in my mail also, so I will give the answer. Not sir, as I told you earlier, this is the scripting very simple languages. The scripting layer it is easier to learn. As you shown, if you are from the starting, then you can see all this statement, all this data type, whatever the function available in the Python is very easy to use. And whenever you are using those particular data types and function programming online, you can see that it is easier one, and you easily execute all those things. And you even no need to install the interpreter also. Online interpreter is also available, so you can execute the functions there. Means all in one is the easy one and the simple one to understand rather than the other programming languages C, C++. So that's why most of the companies or most of the students also using the Python one, Python scripting to using the web development and other applications.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, anybody else who want to ask questions?
Sir, is there
I
any
think
interface program that suppose I am comfortable with C very much and I have a strong head in C, but I don't want to learn Python. I can write my codes in C and convert into Python. Is there any interfacing program like that?
Means you are asking you are comfortable in C and you want to run your program in Python.
Yeah. Is
It
there
is
any interface that can convert code of C into Python code? Actually, every time a new language have to be learned. That is difficult. If I am very comfortable with C, I write all the algorithms in C and then it should be converted automatically in the Python. Is there any interface available in market like that?
Sir, actually, I don't know why I'm not listening clearly your voice, but what, from my understanding, you are asking ki you are good in C, but you are want to run the program in Python, and so is it easy to run to work on Python? According to this question, I am asking the answer. Yes, it is good. If you are good in the C languages or C++, that's very easy to work on the Python because thing is that the concept will be the same. Whatever the language or whatever scripting language we are choosing, the concept is the same. Just few symbols on the libraries, and then how can you extract the data from the libraries modules is little bit different. But if you are good in C, you definitely will doing good in the Python languages.
It means there is no online converter which can convert automatically the codes of C into Python. That was my basic question, sir.
Automatically converter, I don't know about the converter who can convert the code from C to Python, but maybe it will be available. If it is not, means I have no idea about the automatic converter from C to Python.
Okay, thank you, sir.
okay. Anybody else who want to ask? Yeah, I think it's over now. So we are ending our session. Thank you so much, Dr. Neeraj sir, for sharing your experience with Python programming. I hope all will get their PPT as well as हाँ बोलिए. Okay, feedback link and quiz link are already shared in the chat box. Please go through these feedback and quiz once again. Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, participants. Our next session will be from 12 noon. So hope we will meet at 12 noon soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.